It's like you are in a daily fight,
Yeah.
And if you take that away and you flow and they are in harmony again, you cannot imagine how much power it is. You get like from your back, like the wind, it's blowing from the back and brings you in your direction. And that is what the result is of, being again in an environment, in a partnership with nature, what we call earth healing. And I also should say the earth is not needing us to get healed. We're only on a different timetable. The earth on that path, probably when we had the battlefield, so that's a wound for the earth. It needs probably 2,000 years. It's healed.
Right.
But do we have 2,000 years to wait? That's one thing, that we are not on the same time frame. And the other thing is, when we grow up and wanted to be awake and aware, and we are like now adults in the spiritual realm also, or become adults, we should take responsibility to clean up what we messed before. So that are the 2 points I say when we do the earth healing. I don't have a very good word for it, but it's more like the transformational process. We do a faster, or we help the earth faster to get rid of the imprints we have done in history than the earth would do it itself in this slow motion way.
Yes, because I think that's a very important thing to dive into, because there's this massive narrative, and for a big part righteously so, that we are destroying nature in a sense, and we are doing a lot of things to nature that we shouldn't do. Yet we can also, you're saying, we can also help it heal quicker if we do the right things. What would that future look like?
Yeah, so we could start with real simple things like asking permission. So when we probably have to take, for any reason, some tree down, we could change it so dramatically in asking before. And even in asking, it means it's including first to see him, to acknowledge the tree, saying like how beautiful he is and what he has done to that world to stand here, and explain why he cannot stay here for that reason. And nature is really supporting us, and they often agree, and they say, okay, then let go, and then help them so they take the energy back in the roots, and then it's only wood, you can cut them. If you're not doing anything and you cut it, it's under shock, and all the trees around go in the same shock, and they want to like do a kind of let go and a greeting, last greeting before he's totally dying. And that's like for 1 week you hear a grief sound. And you probably don't hear it by your ears, but this sound is there. And then you are probably wondering in the morning, I don't know, I feel so sad. Yeah, because the sound is around you. You didn't prepare the tree. So that I meant, we only take for granted everything. You know, that's a living being. And so we do the same thing. One person is cutting a tree and the other person, and you don't see the difference, but the nature feels a whole difference. It's really a shift in perceiving human beings, and also the other one who taking the tree down is still perceived as an aggressive person, you know. And you cannot build up the trust or the partnership or anything. So the first thing is really see that this is all living around us, and we are part of the living, and that constant communication. And so be more a little bit in this awake state, you know, where to listen to the birds, to be aware of the sun, to smell, to be awake